Hello, I'm Sarah, and I chose to implement the WordPress to Twitter plugin for my website. It has 4 stars on the plugin store. There wasn't really any installation challenges for me personally. I felt it was rather easy. So down here you can see that I have WordPress to Twitter active, and it's displayed in my side menu panel here. If I navigate to this menu option, I have a screen that pulled up initially that wanted me to gain access to the development Twitter API. And so that was one obstacle I did face while setting up this API, was actually just getting access to Twitter's API keys, because they made me fill out a form kind of describing in detail what my project was, what it was for, how I was going to use this information, and the reason why I was requesting access, just to make sure that I wasn't doing anything um, inappropriate with their information. And so once I sent that, I waited 24 hours. So that was kind of a hiccup in the installation, because I actually couldn't work on this any further until I had done that. But once I gained access, I was able to generate these 2 keys here, which is an API key and a secret API key, and as well as access a token key and a secret token key. And they both had read and write permissions so that I could pull information from Twitter and also write tweets to Twitter. Once I set that up on my end, I just entered in these keys that I was talking about previously, and I went into my basic settings, and I was able to then um, change what the post would say once I made a post on the blog. And so what I chose to write is check out our latest post. And then using these tweet template tags below, I put the title of my blog post here, and then it will show the URL so that you can link to cabotcruises.com and see the blog post that this is talking about, as well as the date it was posted. And then you can do a bunch of more tags, but that's the options that I did for today. That's not an option on this account, so I didn't mess with that, but there's tag settings, template settings, special cases. You can do Google Analytics. You can control who can send tweets, and whether it's editor, author, contributor, etc. And then you can also control the template tag priority order in which it shows up in the tweet based on which of these items your post has. I didn't really mess around with that too much, but I did end up changing my post priority order. And so when I go back here just to do a demonstration for this, I have this post already mocked up in my drafts. So if I come here, decided, I don't want to draft, I want to publish it, I will go ahead and publish it. And then the cool thing about this is it's now live on my blog here. But when I come to my Twitter homepage, you can see as it reloads, it says new post. Let's reload. Check out our latest post, and it shows the URL as well as the date. Except it's not the right one. It was a different test, so I guess I have to make an entirely new post for it to work. I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. But if I create a new post and write travel tips and post it to my blog, once I publish it, it actually automatically pushes this content to Twitter. And when it refreshes, you can see it's there. It shows exactly what I wanted to. It says, check out our latest post, the post name, which is travel tips, a link to go back to that post, and the date. So when I click back, it takes me back to my travel tips blog post on my website, which I thought was pretty cool and easy. And overall, I'd probably give this plugin 5 stars. It was very easy to install. I didn't have much trouble with it personally. So I think I would use this again if I was ever interested in doing a blog format for a website. However, I don't really see how it would be useful for much else unless you were creating lots of content on your webpage, and that was pretty much its main purpose.